And across the ring, in the blue corner, unbeaten with 2 wins, weighing in 15 stone, 13 pounds, and tonight he wears the blue shorts with green trim. Please welcome an ABA champion from Liverpool, Alex Dickinson! Your referee is John Lowey from Dundonald, who will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
My commands at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is 4 3-minute rounds.
Well, we hardly had a chance to draw breath with the last one, Richie. Big Alex, I wonder if he's going to do something similar. 2 knockouts so far, looking for 3 out of 3.
Started his career very well indeed, hasn't he, Dickinson?
Seconds out, round 1.
Dickinson, taller man by about 4 inches, or maybe a little bit more. A nice quick start from Paunov.
I think Paunov straight away is realising he's got to get inside the longer reach of his opponent, and that's why he's trying to get up close, but he's got caught with a couple of left hooks as he's been trying to close that gap down, but he doesn't look in the best of shapes, does he, Paunov?
Not really. They have got a common opponent. They both fought Milen Paunov. Paunov fought him in Bulgaria in 2016, beat him on points. Dickinson fought him in Manchester, as I said earlier, on the Hughie Fury undercard on September the 12th, and he got a 3-round stoppage victory. He jokes that he's a plastic scouser, does Alex. It's not just me getting brave and inventing that, it's because he's from Formby, which is a village on the outskirts of Liverpool. Took up boxing pretty late at the age of 23.
Nice left hook to the body there, and again from Dickinson. So this is better from him now, and he's really putting it together with the uppercuts, John.
Well, he's letting his punches flow here. Not an awful lot coming back from the roly-poly Bulgarian. Few opportunities out there for worthy heavyweights in this country. Some good young prospects around. And Alex Dickinson, although not young, 30 years old, mature man, young in terms of boxing experience, and looking to try and rack up a few wins on the spin, and here looking for number 3.
I think he's varying his shots quite well, Dickinson. What he's got to try and do against this type of opponent is just maintain a gap between himself and Paunov, who's quite deceptive, really. He's got a little bit of skill about him, this Bulgarian. It's just that he's not in very good condition. He slips well to his left and tries to whip that right hand over, so he avoids shots well, does Paunov. But against this type of boxer, you've got to just practice the distance boxing, and it's a comfortable first round for Dickinson.
Planted a couple of heavy hooks just before the bell, and Paunov looked a little bit weary as he made his way back to the corner after just 3 minutes of action. Paunov lost on points to Dorian Darch in Merthyr Tydfil last March. Here's some of those attacks towards the end of the round when he's really letting those hooks go.
Yeah, that was good stuff, wasn't it, from Dickinson there? Just creating a bit of space for himself, keeping his opponent in the corner, varying his work to the body there with the left hooks. Left hook, right hook combination. That worked quite well. But keeping your distance and finding the room against this type of an opponent is what he's got to try and do. Paunov, he's doing the opposite, getting close, smothering his opponent and nicking the odd shot here and there over the top.
Early doors here at the SSE Arena.
Seconds out, round 2.
It is going to be full for the big fights coming up later on. A real buzz around Belfast this week with the return of Carl Frampton. It's the odd sign that Paunov is not a total mug. You can see that he's got that amateur pedigree. When he does let his punches go, he throws them properly.
He's got a little bit of ability as Paunov. It's just that he's not in very good condition. He's probably boxing 3 weights above what he should be, John, to be quite honest.
5'9", he's certainly small for a heavyweight. And here comes Dickinson again, teeing off and trying to look for big shots to force another stoppage victory. Those body shots have got to be hurting. And switching the attack to head well as well.
Yeah, good work again from Dickinson there, putting his work together downstairs, targeting the body, which is the right thing to do against, again, Paunov. He seems pretty strong, doesn't he, Paunov, and can take the shots to the head, but those body shots, no matter who you are, they get through and they hurt, and that's what Dickinson has decided to do here, just work downstairs.
Referee Mark Burgess will be keeping a very close watch on everything. 2 more big hooks going in to a fairly well-cushioned midriff. Decent right uppercut from Paunov, though. Scheduled for 4 rounds, this one. We're in the second here.
See, when you hold your feet against this fella, Paunov, he's not bad, is he? He gets through with some shots. That's a nice left up from Dickinson. That was a good punch. But for Dickinson also, he's got to use his jab, measure the gap between himself. Lovely left up to the body that was. Just got to measure that distance with that jab and then switch downstairs with the bigger punches. But the jab is always an important punch against this type of style. Just to measure the gap between yourself and your opponent before you let the big shots go. Well, that was the best shot of the round for Paunov. Lovely right uppercut on the inside there.
Not the first time either.
No, Dickinson occasionally, yeah, because Dickinson's just holding his feet occasionally a little bit too long, and that's allowing Paunov to come back with the odd punch here and there.
Paunov has fought a couple of times in Bulgaria. He's fought in Romania, in Toronto, in Amsterdam, and in Merthyr, now in Belfast. Bell goes to end the second round. Paunov doing enough to keep it reasonably competitive, but a couple of rounds for Dickinson.
Yeah, again, Dickinson coming forward, working well to the body, good shots going in. Paunov trying to protect his midriff with those elbows tucked in, but a couple of shots are getting through. Look, that's a good shot there underneath. Misses there with the right uppercut. So again, a fairly dominant round from Dickinson, but Paunov occasionally come through. Lovely shot there on the inside.
That was quality, wasn't it? That right uppercut.
Belting shot that was from Paunov. That's his best shot probably of the contest so far. So he's deceptive, this Bulgarian.
Well, Dickinson doesn't want to get careless. Paul Stevenson in his corner. So we move into the second half of the fight now. Third round of this swing contest, which we're seeing courtesy of the fact that if you're just joining us, well, you've missed Zolani Tete's world title defence. Put his man down in just 6 seconds. Yes, I repeat, 6 seconds. And the official time of the end of the fight given us 11 seconds, which we're thinking is the quickest world title fight ever. Dicko would like to get rid of this fella inside the distance. He's never been stopped, Paunov. And he does, whatever his physical condition, he does have that look of permanence.
Dickinson just missing there with those shots. There's a real art, isn't there, John, to inside boxing. Short range stuff. It's not easy. You know,
big man are sometimes not the best at it, not the most adept. I mean, when you do see good inside fighters in the heavyweight division, they sometimes stand out. You know, Tyson's obviously, Riddick Bowes, but it's not everybody.
No, it isn't, not at all. This fella's having a go now, Paunov.
Yeah, a couple of clubbing shots, finding the head of Dickinson. It's making his ears buzz a bit there. Paunov maybe looking to come on a bit stronger in these last couple of rounds, because Dickinson's poured a lot into the first 6 minutes.
Well, again there, Paunov landed a right uppercut, or it wasn't too far away anyway. Just Dickinson just holding his feet a little bit too long again, and that just allowed Paunov then just to come back with his own shots. And in the again on the inside, good left hook to the body. He's fairly decent on the inside, Paunov. And I think, John, also he's dragging Dickinson in on the inside more and more, isn't he?
He's a more natural inside fighter, isn't he? Gets in close and clubs away, and we've already seen one or two effective uppercuts. Well, there'll be a real old go here in the closing stages of the third round.
Again, that was a good round, wasn't it? It was a competitive round. I thought Paunov there probably had his best round of the contest so far. Really making a go of it on the inside here. Again, getting through there with that right uppercut. Just makes Dickinson just think a little bit.
Absolutely.
But Dickinson there delivers a right uppercut of his own on the inside. That was his best shot of the round.
And
lovely
Paunov
punch.
shows that he can take a shot.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, too right, but that was a good punch there from Dickinson.
Only one round remaining. Did you give that Dickinson, that round?
I gave that round to Paunov, to be honest.
So you got it 2-1.
2-1, yeah.
Well, is the big Bulgarian going to surprise us and squeak a draw? Referee scoring the fight, Mark Burgess. In a 4-rounder, we now move to the last. Tremendous night of boxing in store for you here in Belfast. Tremendous night of boxing in store for you. Top of the bill, of course, Carl Frampton. And Belfast will be, the SSE Arena will be crammed to bursting point for the Northern Ireland heroes' return. Two of them stifling their work somewhat here.
Yeah, Dickinson's got to get back to boxing more at mid-range, hasn't he? Got to start controlling that distance a little bit better. He's just allowing Paunov just to close the gap down too often for me.
Going a bit untidy here in this last round.
That's better from Dickinson now.
Through with the uppercut again, Paunov though. So we move towards the last minute of the fight.
It's been a decent workout, hasn't it, for Dickinson? He's not really had to think about it. Paunov's always been in there. And, so, you know, he's had spells of success. But now Dickinson's starting to pour it on a little bit more. He's working harder. Good right hand there. Starting to come on a little bit stronger now.
Struggled a wee bit in the third as Paunov had his best round of the fight. Now can the Bulgarian produce something in the last 30 seconds?
Just showing signs of getting tired now, Paunov.
Just trying to get his arms free to mount something of a grandstand finish, but it's desperation stuff. Good body shot, nice right hand from Dickinson. And there goes the final bell. And there can be no doubting the winner. One would have thought. Alex Dickinson certainly dominating the early stages of the fight. Did you give him the last round as well, Richard?
Yeah, I thought Dickinson just outworked Paunov in that last round. At one point, Paunov looked like he was going to come through and maybe nick the last round as well, but that last minute or so, he just eased off, didn't he? And Dickinson just came on a little bit stronger. The referees probably give him every round, but I just thought Paunov had a decent third. So may have nicked the third, but I think Dickinson's won it for me.
So the fighters are drawn together in the centre of the ring, and now the referee has them together, and Mark Burdiss can tell us the result.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee scores the contest 40 points to 36. The winner in the blue corner from Liverpool, Alex Dickinson!
Referee Mark Burgess scoring all 4 rounds to Alex Dickinson. Maybe a little bit hard on Paunov for his big effort in the third, but the important thing from Dickinson's point of view